Ah, Moboika, Moboika. Peace and blessing, my people. Listen, it's a pleasure to always do these interviews because I'm bringing in some very, very astonishing and very creative musicians, very groundbreaking musicians. And here's a picture of one here, a great percussionist, conga player, bongo. He's going to let us know all the instruments he play. And it's none other than Orlando Conga Sanchez. Hey, listen, Orlando, hold on 1 second. Yeah, right. They got the sound going. Man, I can't wait. I ordered this equipment that's gonna have hand clap like a sound card. Hand claps in the audience. So pretty soon you'll be.
You need something like this.
Yes. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Wait 1 second. Wait.
Oh, oh.
I gotta do this right. I gotta do this right. Yeah. My buddy Orlando. It's party time. Oh, so listen, Orlando Sanchez.
My Ceelos brother.
Mira, for the sake of the other broadcast, I let everybody know what instrument do you play, brother? What are your instruments? ¿Tú me oyes?
Sí. Okay.
What instruments?
Let's say that my
the short version, because I'm already.
I try to translate as I'm a word beat percussionist, more like this kind of instrument that are like folkloric, like from like Brazilian stuff, berimbau, repinique, zurdo, etc. African like chicos, dunduns, chembes, Arabian too, like dumbe, the darbuka, the string.
Nice.
And then the Caribbean, that usually the conga bongo timbales, stuff like that,
Right.
more percussion. But it's more like the like I said, word beat percussion. And that's what I try to yeah. But because
it involves a big range, world beat. It involves the conga, the bongo, and all those instruments you mentioned, man.
Yeah. People ask me if I'm a drummer, if I'm a trap player, drummer. I said always no, because I got so much respect for the drummers in this world that I never dedicate the time to be a. No. You give me a gig or there, yeah, I can kill it. But you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect of the drummers.
Okay, I got you. So, where were you born?
I born in Puerto Rico, in Ponce. Yeah, I'm 60 years old. I born in 60, so I got 60 years old. 44 in the music.
Okay. And so you remember the first time that you before that one in your family history, are you the first to play world percussion, or is there been a line of percussionists in your family?
No, I'm the only one.
Not the only one. How about dancing? Was music really in your family? Was music something everybody listened?
Yes, there is a guy that is called Paquito Sanchez that in New York in the 1940s or something. They call it the guitarist of the Antilles, like Guitarrista de las Antillas. He was the first guy that got this Latin group that you don't call salsa yet, dancing and all kind of stuff, Cuban stuff, that introduced the electric guitar in the Cuban music.
Okay.
And he was the first one in the history, and that's my relative, of course. And his father,
okay, that's what I'm saying.
And his father was a cuatro player from Corozal, because my blood comes from Corozal in the middle of the island.
All right, so there you go. Yeah. There you go. So musically, the genetics is tied in, with family.
But it's funny. It's funny because when they go to introduce me to Paquito, the famous uncle, you know, whatever, and Felo, his father, that was a cuatro, man, you know, like all the cuatro famous player went over there to the town to learn. He was a teacher. And then I say, what you play? I say, I play the congas. I say, that's not an instrument. That's for black people.
Oh no!
And they say, no, I'm kidding.
Man!
We love you anyway.
So growing up, so in your household, there was, you listened to a lot of music. When was the first time that you said, you know, percussion or conga or music? Music is for me. When was it? What age?
I was like 9 years old, to close to 10, around that. When I heard Santana, forget it. People think I'm coming from the percussion because the salsa. No, I'm a baby hippie. You know, and I was a fan of Santana. I want to be a rock star. I never want to be a Latin artist. You know. Yeah. And then when I see Santana, I saw Chepito, man. And I saw
Mingo Lewis,
of course, later on. And I don't want to buy Superman action heroes. No, I want Chepito. I want Mike Carabello. I want Raul Rico. After, you know, and then I said, this is what I want to do. And the fusion with Santana, the guitar rock, because I love rock. And then I love the percussion, you know, that doesn't exist at that time. It was unique. You know, when Woodstock came, that 69, everybody was impressed. Like, what the heck? It was new stuff from San Francisco that was happening.
Right, but Orlando, this was in Puerto Rico that you got exposed to Santana?
Yeah, because my brother is born in the United States, and he always buy the American music.
Nice.
He got a record shop in Mayagüez at that time, and I was the manager when I was a baby.
Nice. So music was around you all the time.
Yeah, because in the record shop, with the influence of all this American music, besides the salsa and the stuff, you know, that was like get me into to be a musician. That I say I want to be that. You know, that's what I want to be. You know.
So this age was around 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I remember.
You picked up the conga. Was the conga the first thing that you picked up? The first instrument, the conga?
I like either way. When I saw Chepito do the solo on conga, I get impressed. But he was on timbales. I was impressed.
So then you picked up timbales and sticks and
but not the drummer. Drummer is fine, but I don't know why. You know, I was so focused in the folkloric and, you know, the traditional percussion. You know.
Yeah, nice. That's interesting.
I remember one time, Ceelos. I remember one time that it was a hippie group in Puerto Rico that it was next in my house in a country in Mayagüez, and they're like at 12 in very very late, almost 1 a.m. morning, doing that like noise, playing a band like, and then they play Santana music too. And my father said, "I'm gonna call the police." I said, "You not even touched that telephone." I want to hear that. And they say, "Okay, you can listen, but don't get close to them because they are naked woman and they smoke marijuana." And they said, I don't know about the marijuana, but the naked woman's kind of interesting.
That's crazy. Man, that is nuts.
And I got a chance to do a later on, you know, you start doing Latino bands, but eventually I play with Johnny Seda, was a rock guy, guitar, and we do cover Santana. We used to play a lot in Loiza Street Station in San Juan area, you know. So
let me lower this a little bit. I'm trying to see the Facebook too. I'm sorry, because they already started to chat.
Okay.
Page said, "My homie." Let me see if I can get it up on here. I should be able to get it up on here. Let me see. You're live. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull up the chat, the comments, and let's see it. But yeah. So where were we? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get the chat. Everybody, saludos. Pete Blues, te manda saludos.
Hey,
Pete. Also, Paige. You know what I'm saying? They're like, wow, man, Orlando Sanchez. They're like, wow, you got him on here.
Wow. You
That's
gotta hear.
great.
You gotta hear the project we're doing with Paige now with Gallo is
We'll
incredible.
talk about that. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that. But before we
yeah.
go there, so here you are in Puerto Rico. You're getting exposed. When did you start coming over to the mainland? I mean, not the mainland, the states, United States. Where was the
Well,
first place you came to?
yeah, it was in 1989. I used to play in the island like not many like with many not with many famous people or many bands, you know.
We
But
have to back to
yeah, just I was in the salsa with Sammy Gonzalez of Roberto
Oh,
Roena. Uh,
nice.
but you know, it was the time that the merengue woo started bombing the island.
Conjunto Quisqueya.
All these
El
guys.
Sol de la 12.
Conjunto Quiqueya was okay. It was a time when they came, it was okay, but after them, it was a disaster of music. It was just
Yeah.
merengue, and I don't like merengue, so I decided to whoop, no more merengue
Nice.
for me. And I like too much. It's too much. So then I came over here to the state in 1989. And I started meeting the people. I always got the dream to do like a Latin jazz band, and that's when I start like meeting jazz players around.
Right,
That
right.
I got more chances to be in the jazz world, and I started my project eventually, and did my first album. It's called My City, and
Oh,
with the
okay. But
mhm,
before that, so you say you played in bands in Puerto Rico and
mhm.
with a couple of salsa artists and whatever, and then the next
The-
project.
yeah, but there's no gigging. So, you know, I get
Okay.
here there no gigs. It's
Oh,
just
okay, Puerto
it's
Rico.
just a lot of offer for merengue.
Oh, okay. Oh,
The only thing
okay.
I was doing that it was like steel band, you know, like like calypsos and salsa, calypso
Mm-hmm.
merengue, but on steel band. You know what I say?
Oh, okay, okay. And then now you're talking about My City, right?
Uh
When
huh.
was the first time? And that's, let me see if I seen that somewhere around here. Yeah, that's the picture that we use for the beginning, right? No, no,
Yeah.
it's not the
When
picture.
when I came here, I was looking for Latin jazz, and then the only band that I found was in San Petersburg area, Guisando Caliente. But I don't know you know Frank. He got a radio station. He got Latin jazz.
Where
Uh,
in Orlando?
no, in St. Petersburg and Tampa area.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Sound
name of
familiar.
Guisando Caliente, and they hired me for a bongo because the leader was a conga drummer, and
Okay.
then because I want to do that when I came here, I said that was my dream, like to put together a good Latin jazz band, you know. And I did it. I came here in Central Florida area, and my first band was from the guys musicians from Universal Studios, the studio band, the studio brass band,
Okay.
and I
Okay.
started my first band. It was called it was called the Purple Triangle first. That was the first name of my first Latin jazz.
A Latin Day when you came to Orlando.
Yeah, the Purple Triangle out of the musician of the studio brass band from
Understood. From
Universal
Universal.
Studios. Yeah,
Right, because you did work at Universal for a while, right?
I started there
You
like
also
8 years. Uh-huh.
right. You had what is it? Did Ricky the Disney?
Yeah,
Where's it? Ricky Arnaz?
yeah,
What's his name?
Ricky
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met the guy, he's a Cuban guy, and then I told him, man, I'm in this band playing bass drum, but my
Mhm.
idea is to put together the show of Ricky Ricardo, like I Love Lucy, a tribute.
Right.
And,
Nice.
and he liked the idea. We presented to the company, but they don't
Yeah.
want to give us the money. I said, don't worry, I put
Oh,
the money, and then I pay for the charts. They love it, and man,
right.
that show
Nice.
was like
Yeah,
42 years.
I seen that show. I went. I
Yeah.
went. I went. Yeah, in Universal because when I was playing at Universal, I had time on my break to go and see your guys.
Yes, well,
That area. That was nice.
I was the one to that push for that project because I know it's gonna
Nice.
work, and it works. It did, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, as a musician, you started doing a lot of percussion work also in Disney, right, with the Janitor or something like that. If I remember.
No, and then Animal Kingdom was about to open,
Okay.
and the two years before I did an audition, I give the idea about world beat percussion band,
Okay.
and they like what I did. They know me by reference from Universal, And yeah, and then eventually we started playing, working in the big Nicks. I don't know if you remember the big Nicks.
The
When they were,
beatniks, of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I try to try out for them.
Yeah, we opened the park, and we were there almost 13 years, and that was another great experience after the Universal,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah,
yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
be. It's a long story, but it's a lot of years. you know.
Yeah, Richard Villa said the first time he saw you, Orlando, playing was at Pinky Lee playing with Giovanni's band.
Oh yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, Giovanni.
yeah.
It was a pinky list. That was very well amazing.
In Orlando, right? In Orlando. In Orlando.
I think that show was his Giovanni's very first and official with his band playing in Orlando. Really, that was
Okay.
it. But after that, he played in Disney and the jazz club, jazz company.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, but I was not playing with him because his father, Pañegue,
Uh,
but he came from, I don't know, it was in Canada. He kept like doing the percussion for him.
okay, okay. So yeah, because that's how I remember meeting you was a lot of work that you was doing with, Universal and Disney and playing, and seeing you around, man.
Yeah,
We did stuff together too, convention stuff together. That's
yeah.
nice.
I
You
know
know,
all that connection for the all that connection from the parks give me connect me with other players like Ed Calle. I play Latin jazz
mm,
with Ed, Paquito de Rivera, Manfredo
mm,
Fez.
right, Buffalo Fest.
It was
Nice.
a
Stevie
lot.
Wonder. You also played with Stevie Wonder, right?
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
Sapphire, at the Social Sapphire, somewhere there.
yeah.
No,
I
you played with
play,
Howie Doro. Before I
no,
started playing with that band, with Howie Doro, Backstreet Boy band,
no,
you
no. I
played.
play. No, no.
You played.
You play with Howie. I play with the Backstreet Boys. I'm the original
No,
percussionist.
right, the Backstreet Boys,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
and then you played with Howie. I remember because
yeah,
that was the first time I started hanging out with Howie and his sister was
yeah,
when you
exactly.
was playing with the Wepa band.
But actually, I'm the original percussion of the Backstreet Boys. Yes.
Well, I did not know that.
When Lou Pearlman, and all that
Yeah,
guys. Yeah,
yeah,
you know the
yeah.
story. I don't want to get there, but you know the story.
No. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know. I had to do work when we had to travel with Howie in the band and
yeah,
most of the other Backstreet Boys band, the musicians, and we had to travel. We had to meet up with Lou Pearlman and with Mark Nijane. Nijane was the lawyer. Mark
yeah,
Nijane.
yeah. And that's
Yeah, he was a lawyer, so we had to sign contract in order to travel abroad.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But beautiful
Yeah,
time, beautiful times.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so when you got to Orlando, the music, the music industry or the music environment was kind of like thriving at that time, right?
It was unbelievable. And let me
There
tell
was a
you
lot
something.
of things going
Let
on.
me tell you, Celo. When I came here,
Mm,
I played music. That was my first check, and
mm,
until my retirement, that was my last check too.
mm.
Because I never did not anything else in Central
For
Florida
music.
that is not related with entertainment or music. Nothing else.
No, wow. So you
Eh, eh,
created a nice vein, a
and
nice.
I'm not a piano player. These guys are playing every day.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
I'm very lucky, man. And I think God gave me showed me the path.
Yeah.
It's like a poet in Puerto Rico that say, "Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar." When I came
Mm,
here, it was not a road. I made the road. I
mm.
was the one that
Cool.
walked through
Yeah, and
I
that's what I
saw.
saw. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You,
I
you
saw
paved
all
the
the
way for a lot
opportunities.
of other percussionists. You paved the way for a lot
I
of
got
people.
I got ideas for this, ideas there, and everybody,
Exactly.
people, thanks God that they listen to me, and I can create my own jobs. I don't have to be say, hey, you got a job for me, or waiting for a call in my house. No, every other time, most of the time, I was blessed to be creative, and like we talked before the program. I got my new album, and because I love Santana, but I can't be two Santanas. I want to
Right. Sometimes
create something. I want to create something original, or
right,
something
right.
that.
We'll talk about it.
Uh,
Matter of fact, we're gonna play one of those videos.
mhm.
We're gonna play a number. We'll take a break. We'll play that song. But do you find the different? So the difference between Puerto Rico and Florida, was it more difficult in Puerto Rico to kind of like spread your wings? But when you got to Orlando, Florida, you were able to do a lot of more things, right?
Definitely. I won't say that this place works for everybody. Oh, you come to Puerto Rico, you're gonna make it here. No, not like that.
Right.
It's like probably I got the formula to be successful, but yes,
Right.
in Puerto Rico, I don't see myself doing what I did over here. Not even close.
Right, right.
But
And that's
here, yeah,
because a lot of musicians coming up out of Puerto Rico, a lot of musicians, man. And Orlando, Florida, and the states too, in New York, and Orlando also is giving birth to a lot of very profound musicianship. That's
yeah.
interesting. That's interesting.
It's Ceelos, well, we're talking about my new project, Wataino, that is about native rock fusion that I create. People think that I'm from Peru or from Spain. People, they don't think about me like I'm a Puerto Rican.
Right, right.
So,
A
so this is
Boricua.
this is
Yeah.
the way it is. Sometimes
Right.
you're not the prophet of your own land. And then
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta go out of the island and then go to the island back to
Right,
the
right. Since we're there, so you're more leaning now towards your Native American side, right?
Yes,
I mean, because you find that's important to express. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you find a lot of mambo, you
Mhm.
find a lot of Afro-Cuban expressions and then jazz, but you're able to take that also and
Mhm.
apply it to what you feel that you need to express, and that's your Native American side. Have you ever done a DNA testing on yourself?
Yes, yes.
You did?
I'm almost 20% native Indian. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Eight,
Nice.
eight or
20.
nine African, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and 20% Indian. Yeah.
Wow. You know what I got? I got indigenous Puerto Rico and indigenous Cuba, only 4%. The
Of what?
majority, 4%
Of
of
what?
Boricua and Siboney and
Ah,
Boricua. That means
oh,
indigenous from Cuba and
okay.
indigenous only 4%. But I got 35% African from Mali.
From Mali. I got Mali too.
African, yeah.
I'm Mali,
Yeah.
Senegal, Congo.
Yeah, well, that's because of the island. They came out. The dropping point was in Haiti. Then from Haiti, it spread out to
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
other islands.
yeah.
And then I got like 41% Spain, southern
Um,
Spain. I said
well,
I've been researching a lot about. Have you done that? You got that in your DNA?
yeah, you know what I got is from I don't call Spain. I call the Iberian Peninsula, La
Peninsula.
Peninsula, because that's Portugal and Spain.
Yes,
So
yes, that's what I got.
I'm 24 Spain and like 27 from Portugal.
Wow, I'm 11 Portugal and 41 Spain.
Okay, okay, there you go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I,
and
I,
I've been
I'm
looking into
almost.
the flamenco music from Spain when the
Mm,
Moors, because I've been studying about, because it gives you the DNA, gives you kind of sort of like a history
yeah,
and the spreading of the. So I've been, seeking in the music
yeah.
coming from the Sahara going into Spain, the Malian and Nigerian Moors that controlled
Hmm.
Spain for 800 years. And then the mixture between the upper Europeans coming down, that mixture created a different
Man,
culture. The flamenco, man, la
man,
rumba comes out of there.
Man, see, look, Puerto Ricans are so, I don't know, blessing
Diverse.
or diverse because it's so much fun when I see, oh my God, I'm Jewish. Oh my God, I'm Irish. Oh my God, I'm Viking. I'm from Viking. I'm from the North
Yeah,
Europe,
yeah,
from
we
the
got
Northwest Europe. What is going on? 13% for Northwest Europe. I'm white.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. I'm
Yeah, that's
African.
how interconnected we are, and that's what's important. That our music reflects that too. Do you feel the music reflects that
Man,
interconnection between all the
yes, man.
different
Espe-
culture?
Especially when I left Florida for 2 years to dealing with my case with my son in Washington State. So
Right.
that's where I connect with the reservation and the Indian culture that
Nice.
I never experienced that in my life. And
Wow.
then I said, wow, this is the missing link because I get so many Africans, so many from where, but never from the
From the
native.
native
Everybody
side,
is
yeah.
quiet. That's a nation, very quiet nation.
Right.
And then I started doing my work like my how you call it with percussion exhibition of percussion.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and they get crazy.
Clinics.
They like it. Workshops.
Yeah. Workshops. Yeah. Clinics and
And
workshops.
yeah,
But I
and then
live.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I started like like thinking about it, and then we talk about the composition. And I know we're not
no composition, but before that, My City, was that your first CD that you came out with, My City?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, that was the first one. Okay, and that was using the musicians from Universal.
That's no, that one was out of music that we did with AKA. I don't know if you remember a jazz band that it was very popular here when I came here, AKA, and the band like split, and I take the music and I use it for my recording, but Universal was the first one. Was my second step. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't you have Jazz Hamilton working on your music at one time?
He did the arrangement. He did the music arrangement.
Yeah, because I've been to his house. He had me do some bongo stuff for his project, but then you also was doing your project, and we was checking out some stuff on there.
Yeah, I read a little percussion, but I cannot do like a charge for.
Yeah, you can add that.
I need somebody to right. Hamilton was the man, you know.
Right. So your music training wasn't like in the schooling, like know schools. You know, like I went through the whole school system. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
but you're not yours. So I could read percussion music, and I'm sure you can read it now too.
Yeah,
right, but because you learned it along the way. But
because I have to. Because I have to. When I move over here, I was surrounded by music. I'm playing with everybody and all the
and a lot of sessions. Yeah,
I gotta go to Guy. You know Guy Hilsman.
You say, "What I was gonna mention, Guy."
Yeah, I'm right here in his house, right here, and I'm his roomie now.
Oh wow! Tell him I say what's up, Guy. Yeah, I seen him at Universal the last time. He was at Universal. We was on Islands of Adventure.
But I was his teacher of Latin percussion, and I said we get so much friends. I said, man, you know what? Let's trade. You teach me percussion to read, and I teaching you the hand percussion.
The percussion stuff.
And that's the way I study music. He was my school.
Nice, man. So that was so My City. So after that CD, then you started to work on this project, Wataino, that we're going to show one of the videos, right? One of the songs. Well, after My City, you went to Wataino.
Yes, because at that time,
the move.
I'm kind of Latin jazz. I don't see that. I play a lot of festivals, but I don't see that I went too far with the
project. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. And this is what happened, Pacho. I want you to tell you this. In Disney, I work with a band that is called Moroccan. I don't know if you remember Moroccan.
It's Disney, the Moroccan area,
yeah, in Epcot Center, in the Arabic area that is Morocco.
Abdul.
Exactly, Abdul, and that was the Ali idea. And then that band, I was subbing in the band Darbuka, and then I said, what an idea! I love the idea of the Arabic stuff fusion with rock. Like Santana or whatever, and a fusion with Latin and stuff like that, Caribbean and whatever. And then you know what? I came with the idea. I got a dream. Now I know what I want to do. That is my original idea. It's native Indian music, American music with fusion. Instead of Arabic,
native infused.
From the north to the Andes, to the south Andes, to the Mapuches down there. And then now create from our influence from the Caribbean, Celtic, Afro.
I hear that. We're gonna play that. But before we play that, I want you to give a shout out. Tell me about these musicians here. We got you there. You got David Salas, right? Playing, what is that? He
played what you call the flutes, the
Native American flutes.
American flute, but it's from the south. Quena y Zampoñas. Quena is the one that go like straight, and Zampoña is like the little tubes, like bamboos.
I don't know. You're educating me here, because I'm interested. I want to get me a flute and something to play.
Yeah. But then in my man in Morocco, that when Ali left the band, it was Konstantin Dimitrov in the violin. He's from Bulgaria.
Okay, I see that, the violinist player, yeah.
Yeah, and then Lisandro.
And the keyboard player, yeah.
Codecido was in Morocco with me and played other Latin gigs. That is Lisandro Codecido from Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. And then who's this guy here? Gallo? Galo Rivera.
Ah, oh, sure, man.
Yeah, I got to do an interview with Galo because
Yeah,
he's, you
Gallo
know,
got the studio, and we went to his studio, and he's the Santana here. That's what I told. This is the part of we talking about Santana. I
mhm,
connect. He connect. We connect together when he
right.
moved from Miami, that he got the tribute over there to here, and we did
Okay.
some shows for Santana. That's why I met him, and
Oh,
we all
nice.
always together. Yeah,
Now hold off on this guy, but I want to go to this guy
yeah.
here. What's it? Army Zarpa?
Armin Serpa is another virtuoso, very young kid from
Bass
Venezuela,
player? Oh,
bass
nice.
player from Venezuela, and
Nice, nice.
the niño mimado of the drummer here in town, Jesse
Oh,
Caraballo from Mark Anthony.
yeah, nice.
Everybody knows that guy. Yeah,
I remember he was young, you know, and then playing very showed a lot of talent, when he was.
yeah.
I wanted to do an interview with him because I know he comes from a family, his brothers and stuff
Oh
that
yeah. Oh yeah.
play music, all of them.
Mhm.
So yeah, Jesse, doing good work. And I don't
Yes.
know, I'd be still playing with I think it was Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony is a kid. At 14 years old, he was playing. He played
Right,
with me Latin jazz, and he was amazing.
right, right,
And,
right, right,
he told me that he was the drummer in the church when he was 5. I'm
right.
like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah, I know because he come from a family. Yeah, and he was like a child prodigy. I remember that.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
rem- I
exactly.
remember we played with me and Rico. Yeah, it was crazy. What I'm saying, we was doing some stuff. And he was
Yeah,
one of the percussionists. I could look at him while we're playing, and I could signal to him tu tu ta tu tra ta ta tu 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 tra tra, and he'll go right ahead and play the same thing. When we'll
yeah.
go ahead right and do that cut tu 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 tra ta ta tu tra ta tu tra ta, and he'll do it.
Nice.
Then he'll whisper something to me, and I'll do it, and we
Yeah.
went back and forth. It was crazy, crazy, crazy
I mean,
time.
he's always in my project. He's my
Yeah, nice.
inspiration. The kid,
Very good.
I
Very
love
good.
him like
Very
a
good.
kid, like a son. Really.
Much blessing. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead, Orlando. I want
Mhm.
to go ahead and play one of these tracks because I tell you, when you told me about it, and then I went on YouTube, and when I went on YouTube, I found it, and I was like, for everybody who want to also check it out, right here, Orlando
Mhm.
Sanchez Wataino on YouTube. And you can also check out Orlando page on Facebook. And when I sat down, I heard every track. I'm like, wow, wait a minute. I hear some Native American. I hear some Celtic. I hear some conga doing some great thing. I hear some great drums. And then I said, I didn't know who the drummer was. Then when I went back and read the fly, I said, Jesse. Oh, man. Good works, good work.
Yeah.
But it's a
That's
very interesting album. I really enjoyed it, man, because like I said, I'm into so many diverse music and I love creativity. That's the reason why I do this podcast. Because it's about being creative. And then who knows if somebody says who's creating another project and says, look, I need this type of
Mhm.
feel from it. Let me reach out to Orlando. Let me reach out, to his crew, his production. Let's bring it together and let's see what we can create here so we can build more and more and more and keep this thing alive.
Yeah.
COVID ain't got nothing on us musicians, bro. Nothing on
Man.
us. But let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and play
Okay.
one of these. Give me 1 second. Orlando Sanchez, Wataino. nice and clean. Éxito. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I photographed.
Wow, what a hat! I'm telling you. And for those of you who want it, you got to get this stuff, man. You got to get it. You can find it here. This music, okay. And so Orlando, like I asked you before, you wrote most of these songs, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you that part of the story.
Mhm.
Is when I play over there involved with the Indians. I play
Mhm.
with a lady, native Indian singer, Nami Award winner, two Nami Awards. Her name is this year, Eagle Tail, and then the bass player of her is Mr. Music Man. That is a Caucasian white guy, 80 years old, that got a lot of experience and doing scores for movies and write books, comedies and stuff. A very intelligent guy, but his main instrument was bass. And then I told him about my dream about this native thing, but I don't know about how to write it. And he said,
Mhm.
"Man, I got finale. I meet you in my house."
Nice.
And then I said, "Oh my God, what's going
That's
on
a
now?"
blessing.
And
Yeah.
then and then, and
You
then
open up the doors.
yeah, and then I went to his house. Okay, started doing chanting. I was like,
Mhm. Mhm.
"Ah, and he started, and then eventually he did his part too. He started like writing to it, and
Yeah.
we start like how you
It
say
all started coming together. You started
yeah,
like what
yeah.
this composition is all about, right?
And religious every Tuesday at 2 o'clock to
Hmm.
5, 2 o'clock
Nice.
to 5. We sit
Okay.
down with Finale and started creating. Like
Creative.
I start creating, and I say, "Give me the harmonies for this." Give me and then he start writing, and we start like. And this project we did it 50-50, like Paul McCartney, John Lennon, because
Nice. Yeah.
we were so
How
so
long did it take you to complete the project? How long?
I think it was like around. It was not very fast, like probably 4 or 5 months or something like that.
That's good time.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
And,
time.
and it was everything just tracks. We were just
Right.
doing tracks, and he was like putting charts, writing,
Right.
putting charts and tracks. Nothing was real
Mm.
until I moved back to Florida. That then I
Those
called,
musicians. Oh, I see.
then
So
I
was that
called.
sample that those were scratch tracks you did over there, and then you brought it over to Orlando and you put the musicians to it.
Yeah,
That's
over
nice.
there
Yeah.
was my brain and Music Man together. My brain and Music
Right.
Man.
Right.
It's the what you see it here, Edwards music side. That's his side.
Right. That's
So,
what's his name again? What's his name?
it's Gary Edwards,
Gary A. Edwards.
yeah,
Okay.
and they,
Nice.
they call him the Music Man over there in Idaho, Washington.
And wow, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice. That's a blessing, bro. That's a real
yeah,
blessing.
man. If
You're
without
able
him,
to
I
do.
could not do the project. Really, he was.
Nice. Now let me ask you another question. I see this here. Now tell me about this. Look at that.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
special congressional recognition.
No,
Well,
man.
when did this happen? Was this
Well,
for your pride? Well, it says what it says
yeah,
there.
Akangana, the guys of
Agangara,
yeah, we call
to the
Akangana
community.
the group. It
Uh,
happens when I got this first album, and I got Eddie Guagua, the legendary that passed away.
yeah.
We lost one. I got
A
the
great.
opportunity to play with one of the greatest in
Me
in the
too.
history.
Yeah. Great
And, then,
man.
and at that time was Dima Sanchez, the brother
Yeah.
of David
Davey Sanchez.
Sanchez,
Yeah.
that is here in town, and he had got his own project too, like of Latin jazz, and we got together a band that we start like like backup famous jazz player. They use me. They call me, and they don't want to talk to anybody else because we play many festival, and every time that it's a jazz festival, and they hit that rise and beats of Latin jazz, people are like, what, you know. And I think that I was very honored that they give me this because people start recognizing the talent and the quality of my body's
your work. And to tell these musicians out there how serious you are, you also was involved with the union, right? The musician union.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that place there with the guy from Brazil. I forgot his name, but that union. I mean, I remember going there, and your name was always popping up.
Yeah, because when I moved from Universal, I was a subcontractor in Universal, right? But then Disney, the president of Disney was a piano player. He passed away recently. He was a piano player that composed a lot of contemporary jazz, piano player, virtuoso. And his band was out of the best on Disney, but I was in Universal. And they say, you come over here, I want you in Disney. I don't, and then he offered me, everything. But and at the same time, I gotta join the union too, you know, to have my retirement that I'm having right now, having a good time with my retirement, you know. So and that's why I started in the union and I started relation with Disney.
Yeah. So this congressional thing here, award here, how did that come about? I mean, was it something that
man, surprise! They surprised me. Man, and let me tell you a joke about that. I was playing a jazz festival, and I saw, you know, Alan Grayson. It was a very popular congression.
In Orlando,
it's the one that signed. It's the one that signed it.
Okay, yeah, I know.
So then I was in this festival, and I saw this politician. I said, man, you know, politics here. I talk over there in the microphone. Well, you know, this is music. I was like. And then it was because they want to give it this recognition. Oh my God!
That's okay. You know that congressman, Alan Grayson, was very much involved in music because I met him in Sam Rivers' concert. Yeah. Sam Rivers was giving his concert, and I met him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there. Kevin Stevens was playing bass or something, and I was there, and I forgot where it was. Somewhere on Colonial, that big plaza.
And then
like a theater place. That's where I met him at. And so
I didn't know about him. And then after that, when I started to know who he was, talking to him, man, he's so fun. He's controversial. I don't like to talk about politics, but he was a fun guy. He was a fun guy.
And he loved music. He was always supporting Orlando music.
Yeah.
You know, all of the musicians at that time.
Yeah, you know I guess he told me that my name pops up in a meeting, or I was lucky, you know.
Nice, beautiful. So, like I said, you know, I want to play another song.
Oh yeah, okay.
I love this song right here. Is it O Caciques?
O Cacique, yeah.
Right.
You know what that means. It's very easy.
Yeah, Cacique, right. That's like a warrior chief, a warrior prince chief, you know, Casima. And so you're very invested in the Taino culture, I gather, right? You know.
What do you think?
Yeah. That's nice. I got very, very deeply involved in the language too. You know. In the language, but let's play another one. Let me play it.
You choose. You call.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this one here because I really like this one too. Is this the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear that? Yeah. Watch this. Nice. I love this. But it has like a Celtic feel to it too, right?
Yep, exactly.
Nice. Well, that's the process of you writing, is doing that. Yeah. That's great. That's nice. The musicianship is so wow. Woo. Those rolls. Oh boy. Yes, yes, that's my song right there, bro.
You know, every song that I compose, it got a story, and all my compositions are a word in English and a word in Taino. You know,
Okay.
like the first one that you played before, it was areito dance. You know what is the dance means, and you know what areito means too. And then all cacique, but you know what that means. But it was I dedicate that to Barreto because Barreto is my mentor, and I call him
I was gonna ask you.
my cacique because I play with him, and I
Okay.
learned a lot of good things about him. And
You mean Ray Barreto, the conga
Ray
player?
Barreto, I played bongos one time in the 90s, and really when you hear cocinando, you remember pa pa pa. I copy those
Right.
breaks because
Nice, nice,
it was for Barreto this song, you know.
nice, nice. I was gonna ask you that. So, who inspired you out of the percussionists? You know, so you mentioned Ray Barreto. Were there any other? I mean, because I'm speaking to a lot of percussionists.
Yeah.
You know, the inspiration. You know, one thing about us percussion, we always look at the other. You know, that came before us.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so who was it for you?
Yeah, after that, I talked to you about Chepito in the beginning. This guy
Chepito.
from Nicaragua, and
Right.
then after that, that line with Raúl Rico because I was into that kind of Latin rock.
Okay.
But really, when I started in the salsa and you know in the
Yeah,
real world,
yeah, yeah.
uh, man, I saw Barreto and I fell in love with him. I'm gonna be like him. I was like
Barreto
every
was so
time
groundbreaking, bro.
every time I see that giant walking to the stage and playing the conga, I don't know, man.
I gotta tell you the first time I met Barreto, because you're gonna be like, wow, I was kind of like something I was crazy here. Yeah, Barreto,
yeah, we talked, and he gave me some advice, and he really like talked. He got good thing about me, you know. He was very humble, you know. Like for me, I really appreciate his opinion, his comment. But really, I gotta say that in really Giovanni Dargo is for me it's for me the number
one. Giovanni
ever.
brings a different type of air. Yeah, he brings a different type of techniques and
I call it the Messiah of the conga. You know why? Because everything.
That's interesting.
Before Giovanni and after Giovanni. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because he was a revolutionary, like when Jesus Christ came to the world, they say it was revolutionary. Everything changed. But Giovanni came here to change, you know. And he changed to in a level that it was incredible. So I gotta.
Well, you know, that's a power that we all have. But there's some of us that are born with it. We are born with it, but there's some of us that develop it at an early age and happen to be in the right environment and nurtures that. But we all have, you know, the capability of renewing anything we do, you know, so bringing something different, you know, like right now I'm hearing what you're doing. I say you're bringing in different flavors.
Yeah, that's my challenge. That was my challenge.
Yeah. You know what I was gonna say? Before Santana, there was Ray Barreto con Acid. Remember that CD Acid?
Yep.
Wow, that was some grand. Ray Barreto was some breaking music, man. Yeah, and then he went into the Latin jazz. The jazz thing was, and the conga playing with different tonality on the conga was like playing musical notes, you know. And I think Giovanni recognized that. He learned that too, because Giovanni always said it. You know, I learned a lot from Ray Barreto. I learned a lot from watching other percussionists, and I see what they do, and I just put my spin on it. You know, I just put my spin on it.
And you got to think that, hey, you know, they're great, everybody's great, but I entertain too, and I gotta find the way to entertain the people.
Yeah.
Because it's me. I don't gonna play with the hands of Carlitos Hernandez, or I play with my hands. You know, I'm using my brain.
You're using your brain. You're using your way.
So I don't.
I meant to ask you something. Did you ever get, you know, because you know we all hear the Latin percussionists like. You know, Ray Barreto, you know, all the Giovanni. How about the R&B percussionists? Have you ever heard of like Larry Washington?
I like Ralph McDonald. That's one my man in those
he was a percussionist. Ralph McDonald was a percussionist from Trinidad. Yeah, he was Trinidadian. I met him in the Bronx. But Larry Washington I never met. But I used to listen to a lot of Motown. And I used to listen to a lot of like Marvin Gaye later stuff, and Larry Washington. It was
One time,
conga playing was different.
One time when I started doing a gig as a percussionist for Top 40, you know, and that's what helped me a lot when I came with the Backstreet Boys, Dana Summer, and Stevie Wonder. But it was a Cuban guy that played with Madonna, Luis Conte. He would give me good hints about how to handle
that type of music.
Because you see great congueros, but at the time they play with the artists, like you say, R&B or pop or whatever, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They think this all time is the rumba. No, man.
No. I mean, the first 12-inch I recorded in hip hop. They told me clear it out in the studio. They wanted something not Latin, Spanish. They wanted more funky. Create your own funk, and that's what I did. I created my own funk on the congas. You know, of course I use slaps and stuff, but it's a totally different feel.
The funk. Right now, I'm in conversation like every day with Casey and the Sunshine Vines percussionist, Fermingo Itisolo, and we always talk and share this kind of information about as a percussionist, not a conguero. For pop music. Yeah, exactly.
So you're like Giovanni. You consider yourself to be percussionist. You're just not conguero. You know. I always consider myself to be and my training was percussion. I was a timpani player, vibe player, marimba, and then the conga. I grew into that, from my
And that's why
neighborhood.
that's why I call myself a world beat percussionist.
World beat percussion.
So separate
Very
that the
important.
marimba, separate
Seguro.
this. No, I say world beat percussionist because
All involved.
all the folkloric stuff they involve
Right.
in the music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and how you say piano is percussion too.
Yeah. Piano's a percussion instrument. That's
I, I,
right.
I
That's
I
right.
play a little piano.
You played. I was gonna ask you that. So yeah,
Yeah.
you've been playing piano también. That's
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I got my piano over there. I constantly get
but
up on my chords and stuff.
yeah, but it's just to sing the song to the girls to see if I
Serenade the women.
exactly.
So what's in the future for Orlando? What's in the future for you? I mean, so you got the CD. When the CD was released?
It was last summer.
Last summer. So it's on iTunes. It's all the major
Everywhere.
distributions.
If people got Spotify, got
Spotify.
whatever, they can everywhere.
All right.
And,
So
right now I'm waiting for. It was supposed to be a tour that I supposed to do from Spain to Norway. And when the pandemic came, for this project.
Wow, that would have been nice.
And right now what I'm doing is waiting. And keep promotion. And we didn't talk this yet, but my CD get 2 awards.
Right.
From the Global Music Award. I got two awards for composer composition and creativity originality. I get those two awards.
Nice.
So this record right now got a prize.
Beautiful. It's good. It's good work. It's good work.
And Calito is running. I'm running for the Grammys, not to nomination right now.
Nice.
I'm running.
Nice.
I'm waiting after March. They tell me if I'm gonna run for nomination.
Nice.
This is
nice.
what I.
Reach out to Juan Covas. Juan Covas sits on the committee.
Oh.
Reach out to Juan Covas.
Yeah.
He's in the committee. Yeah, man. I mean, it's different. It's nice. It's got a lot of nice elements in there, man. I listened to it and I was like, hey, this is different. This is really nice, man. And of course, the percussion, good work, man.
Every song I compose is different. It's not that you hear one, you hear the second one. No.
Right.
I got some kind of reggaeton in one, and some kind of bomba fusion with rock, and it's
you want to play another one? Which one should we go look at?
Let's say Yagüez River. River, that's from Mayagüez. I grew up in Mayagüez, so I dedicate this for the big river that.
Oh, okay. Let me find it.
I think it's the second one.
It's the second one. I'm looking here. Let me see. Ooh, I lost it. I could find it.
So you can hear a little rock and roll too.
Yeah. Here we go. Taino. Here we go. Which one you said?
The second one. Click the second one.
Wait a minute. I got Yagüez River.
Yeah, Yagüez
River. You want me to play that one?
Yeah, please. That's a rhythm from the Indian from the Andes, and mixing with rock. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, because I think it's gonna play a commercial.
Cyber attacks.
No.
To end them.
Okay, let's skip that.
I got cyber.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. This is it right here. This is, I guess. Okay, let's play this.
There you go. It's coming.
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I hear that. The 80s sound of synthesizer. That's nice. Oh yeah, this is nice. I heard this. Beautiful. Nice turnaround there. Nice. Extraordinary. I love that. That
Thank
was
you.
such extraordinary, man. You know, let me just read to you some things on Facebook over here. I don't know. Do you got your Facebook up? No,
Somewhere.
because
Yeah.
it's saying. Oh, my bad. Let me kill this thing here. Okay, let me kill that there.
I can open it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, my sister Sandra Hernandez love it. She's saying
Oh, thank you.
phenomenal. Love it.
Gracias.
Waciel, I don't know if you've seen his as a good percussionist.
Mm.
Also, I play with a lot of people. He says, ¿Qué pasa, primo? He's okay. And man, Ralphie, he's mandas a saludo to
Hey,
P Blues.
hey, Pete.
Saying 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, P Blues saying Aguinaldos de Cuatro with strings. Oh my God, that's awesome. What an amazing song. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm definitely including this in my playlist. Let me tell you, when I want to just play around the house, music, and I want
Yeah.
something different, bing, I put this on. It's just going to keep me, keep
I,
me
I,
in.
I, I tell you, you don't want to wash the toilets. It give you like an incentive, right?
No.
Uh,
Oh my
okay,
God, yeah.
okay, I see it now. Facebook,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Facebook, yeah. Paige Quintana, my homie. Yeah,
got
I
it.
mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. Great, 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 great. Yeah,
But
definitely a great project.
and right now, like you say, what is next? I gotta say that we're finishing Gallo's new
Gallery,
album.
Carlos
Yeah,
album. Nice.
and it's just 2 songs more because I got COVID last week. I
Oh,
got on
you was
Wednesday.
telling me about that.
But it's okay. I'm fine. I did
You
good.
could
You
beat
know.
that. You're strong. You're strong. You're Taino, man. Come on now, Boricua. You could beat that stuff, man.
But I right now, yeah, no, I'm doing fine. It's like we're waiting until I get released 100% by the doctor, and then we finish the project. So.
Okay, cool,
And
cool.
but this is gonna be fantastic. Page is amazing, and you work with him a lot. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm talking
Paige
about.
is an amazing singer, very creative,
Mhm.
great voice. He knows his stuff. He knows, and he comes, a very huge musical experience too. Yeah, Paige is very prominent. And that's great that you're working there. And Gallo, I didn't get to hear too much of Gallo, so I really got to do my homework on it. But I know that Gallo in Orlando played and
the
was
thing is,
always.
he come from Miami. He did a lot of. He
That's
was
from Miami.
in Miami for many years, and that's why you don't hear about him.
Right. But I love the content he's bringing. You know what I'm saying, with that music, because I play that music a lot.
And he came. I convinced him. He came here to from the Tribute Santana from Miami, and then I convinced him to let's do our project, a Latin rock with with covers and stuff, but mainly let's do our own stuff.
I was gonna ask you about this project. So it's gonna have original songs.
Yes, the project got original songs. Most of the songs are original, of course, and one or two covers.
It's always good to put a cover in there.
Yeah. With a different sound. We got something from, I think, Joe Batan.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Not to be with you, right?
No.
I saw my Joe Batan. Be with you.
No. In the good old days. You remember that?
Joe Batan was a man, bro.
No, yeah, and it's pretty cool, man. Paige is singing like
Paige, he's got a good presence when it comes to his voice.
Yeah,
and he's very versatile. He can handle the rock stuff, the R&B stuff, the salsa stuff. He's very versatile.
And he's very cute. He's very cute like me too. That's good.
I don't know. I think you're cuter. But yeah, man, that's great. So you're hoping to finish that project, the Gallo project, and that's really, really great. I mean, and hopefully when you let's say things will open up and you're gonna go and travel. Mm-hmm. What kind of musicians are you looking for? I mean,
it's hard to get together with this combination of the most important guy that I got that it is this instrument that is Sampoña Quena, that is something that you cannot find in the next corner.
Okay.
I can't find a guitar, rock guitar or bass, but
do you find it difficult? Yeah, do you find it difficult?
It's very difficult. Wow. I gotta be Miami or New York or something like that to find a guy.
So the musicians are exposed to other type of music that they're able to.
Yeah, and then but if I travel, I got my buddy, like the guy that recorded Sampoña Quena, and he got my band in Spain. Like, and I'm using. I supposed to the guys of the Wizard of Oz. It's a band. It's called Los Magos de Oz de España. Ellos supuestamente they supposed to do the tour that I supposed to do, because I cannot count on Jesse Caravaggio is with Mark Anthony most of the time, and all these guys are so busy. I give the first call to them, the first call, but at the end, it's kind of hard having
it's hard, especially
unless I'm in a band that play like all the time.
No. That's so so you find that kind of difficult. Like, that's a business part of music, right? You gotta handle your business.
And I learned that from Disney, that nobody es indispensable. You gotta find like the cover in case something happened, because it happens sometimes.
It happens. I mean, I played in Universal a lot, and we always had
I cover you sometimes.
That's right.
You cover me. And you cover me too.
Exactly. Got to. You cover me. You got this. You can do this. I can do that. Do this. I'll do that.
Exactly.
That's great. That's great.
Basically, my David Salas, that is my music director in Spain, he's the one that is in charge of the musicians.
Okay, but this is international then. I mean, this is. What about in the States? Are you planning on touring around the States?
Well, yes. Actually, I was ready to introduce this to Disney, but the situation Disney is the parks are not looking good yet.
No. So that's a shame, because Disney employed a lot of musicians, bro. Between Disney, Universal, the musicians, that they employ was so important. And I think that's the reason why the musicianship started thriving, and the music started thriving in Orlando, because of City Walk, Islands of Adventure, Disney, Pleasure Island, because of these venues, man. You
And
know,
I know if they love Moroccan, they're gonna love this too, because they like to hear things that you don't hear anywhere.
anyway.
They want that people got the magical experience that you don't want to go back home and say, oh yeah, I hear that in the other bar in my house. No, they want you to travel over here to see something you never seen before. And they like when you create something like this.
Yeah.
So I got good chances, but not now because what's going on right now.
Right. So hopefully this thing will be over with, man. Over with. Anything else you want to cover? I mean, did we cover
Man,
everything? I mean, you got the 2 awards. That's
oh wow.
groundbreaking.
Oh well,
Anything else
yeah.
you want to cover?
Well, in case you wanna call me or find me in Orlando Conga Sanchez. Any question that you got, remember in Facebook is Conga Orlando Conga
Orlando
Sanchez.
on
Sanchez.
Facebook, and it's right
Okay.
here, folks. You
Yeah.
can see it on the screen.
And you wanna
Orlando Conga Sanchez on
and
Facebook.
you wanna hear the album? It's on YouTube for free. You just tie the full album. Wataino Orlando Sanchez. And you
But
can
people
listen.
can still get the CD, right? The actual physical copy of the CD.
Yeah, and the best way if you go to Edwards, the site that he
The
can
site,
send it.
which is right
He
here.
can send it directly to you. My
Right, he
partner,
has it.
my partner in crime. My partner in crime.
Right here, if you want to get a physical CD, because I'm telling you, I like to collect CDs. That is nice to have for the artwork, and I think the artwork is pretty nice, man.
Oh yeah.
Who came up with the artwork?
The artwork is from Colombia. It's the same guy that did the Red Bull art for the two bulls. The bulls
Okay.
of Red Bull, the drink, the
Yeah, Red Bull,
energy drink.
energy drink. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same creator. Yeah, it's the same guy.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to give it too much credit because he charged me a lot of money. So
I hear you. I'm trying to. I don't know. Before we head out, you want to hear one more song, or what do you want to do?
Hey, the people, what's the crowd say?
Well, let me see.
We got time.
Yeah, we got time.
Okay,
yeah.
let's one more then. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one you want me to play? Okay.
Wow. It's play the country. It's something like
Kaona country.
Kaona country. Kaona means gold. Gold.
It means gold. I thought it means butterfly.
No. Kaona is gold.
Kaona. Huh?
No. That's another thing. Yeah, that's another word.
Oh, okay.
No, Kaona means gold. Country is about the remember gold about the war of the gold here in the United States and the Indians that died. I'm getting inspired by that and my idol on violin that it was Gillo Ponti. And I got a song that's called New Country, and out of that song, I get inspired and did this. It's called Kaona Country. It got some country and disco, and then because I played with Donna Summer, and I put a little disco.
Nice. How was that experience with Donna Summers, man? I heard her sexuality takes control over the stage.
Yeah, I played with her until the time that she got the cancer and died. I was in the last concert. I played in the last part of her life, really. And she was new, nothing. It was just the cancer that killed her. It was very sad, but it was inspirational. She's amazing. She was amazing. So Kauna country, it got like some country rhythm, some Indian native and disco.
All right,
Enjoy.
Let's play it.
Enjoy.
Let's play it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Am I sharing the screen? No, I'm not sharing the screen. Ay. Give me 1 second. We share the audio. Here it goes. Kauna country. I'm gonna share that. Okay, now we should be sharing. Let me put it up in here. Okay, we do this. We do that. And here we go.
There you go.
You hear it? All right. I'm telling you, musicianship is awesome, man. Look at them, some flutes. This is a movie soundtrack. Wow, that was nice. I'm telling you, this is definitely a keeper, man. This is definitely a keeper. This album,
It's like I
this
tell you,
project is a keeper.
you every time you hear a song, you hear a different song. It's not I treat every song like an epic. Like I told you, it's
Yeah,
like it's like different rhythms,
I hear
different
that.
influences,
Nice,
it's a story. And every song that is wrote
beautiful,
is a
beautiful, and
story.
I like the layers too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The layers of that.
Yeah.
Listen, so back to Facebook. Richard said, don't forget to mention Orlando has given work for a lot of musicians here in town, myself included, and always grateful.
Oh,
Richard.
thanks,
I
man.
said you opened the door for a lot of
Yeah,
percussionists, a lot of musicians, like doing your work around, the parks, the theme
that's
parks.
that's a
You know,
blessing, man. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Because every time it's an idea of percussion is, and let me tell you, when it was the to the new millennium, that time, the
Mhm.
end of the last millennium,
Yeah,
it was like
2000,
a percussion revolution at that time. And
right? It was all over, yeah.
I took advantage of that thing. Like, man, this is about the world.
I
I
remember.
mhm.
Mhm.
I played in a special in ABC when it 2000 came with John Secada and Sheila E. and Tito Puente. That is
Nice,
about the rhythms of the world. And I was in the Phoenix band, and there was Tobas, his band, Tobas in Africa.
nice. Yeah,
And we everybody participate like from every corner, representing the different corners of the world.
nice,
So the
nice.
new millennium came with a lot of world beat
A
percussion,
lot
and,
of
and,
world beat
and that's
percussion.
why it was like a lot
Beautiful.
of job with us, and then Universal with you too, and Umoya. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Lisanga, yeah, world beat, yeah, Lisanga, yeah.
exactly.
We did a
It's
lot of work
it's
out
a lot.
there.
It was a lot of work.
We
Yeah.
opened up. Matter of fact, we opened up the Islands of Adventure. We call all the percussionists, and we did the parade.
Uh-huh.
The opening for the Islands of Adventure night.
Yep.
So yeah, especially in Orlando, and you opened up a lot of doors.
Yeah.
For a lot of musicians coming in. I remember also the after hour jazz things you used to do with Eddie Guaguan bass, the jam sessions.
Oh, the jams.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't find that video. I should
Yeah.
play that video one time. Man, we were jamming with Eddie. A lot of musicians would come by, Mike Donez, and everybody's.
That was a dream that I wish we're still doing it. Let me tell the guys right now, if they asking for a jam section or something,
Jam session.
go to Pilar's Martini. Pilar's Martini is in Winter Garden, and
Okay.
they do from 5 to 8 every Sunday. They do a jam section in the second floor. It's a beautiful place, beautiful, best musicians from the greatest talents, young kids, the greatest talents from the school to the.
What is it called? Pilar what?
Pilar's Martini. It's in Plant Street. It's like the kind of a Winter Garden. Yeah, it's a like historical street that you see like the Adoquines in San Juan. You know the Adoquines in San Juan, the street.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
I think I know exactly where that is. So it's Pilar, Pillar, Martini in Winter Garden.
With S, Pilar's. I think
it's Pilar's Martini.
Yeah, and you can find a good jam section every Sunday, 5 to 8.
Is that it right there?
No, just one L.
One L. Okay, let me get that back here. Then, just one L.
You did Pijar.
Excuse me right there. Let me make sure I got that right. Let's
Okay.
save that. And then
because people asking me when we can.
And that's for jam sessions.
Yeah, I did that a couple of weeks ago and was fun with
Mm-hmm. You there? Oh, you froze on me, Orlando. Orlando, you froze.
The mask and all the protection.
There you go. Yeah,
okay,
it's freezing on me. Oh, you there? Because it's okay. There you go. It froze on me for a minute.
I'm like Bernie Sanders like this.
You seen that new Sanders? The new thing that they got going on with Sanders.
No.
Pilar Martini Winter Garden for jam sessions. So there you go, musicians.
Yeah,
hey,
5 to 8.
Garden. Yeah,
5 to 8. Yeah, 5 to 8. Okay.
5 to 8. Yeah, that'll be great.
And I might see you there, guys.
Well, yeah. I'm planning on going out there somewhere in March. I'll probably head out there. See my grandkids and also, come down there and bring some drums out there and see what's up. But, I'm here in North Carolina, trying to create something out here in North Carolina.
Okay.
So, Orlando.
All right, Papi.
Anything you want to close out with? Anything, any last comments you want to say?
No, I just want to thank you for doing this. This is good for everybody, all the musicians and right. That's a great idea that you decide to do this kind of a.
Yeah, I wanted to do something educational for musicians. One is for networking. Another one is for the young musicians coming up. They can, get inspiration and look you up. And if they have any questions, you have an extensive bio. I couldn't put it on here, but if anybody just go to Orlando page and maybe you can find his bio there. And also when it comes to, the different venues that you can do as a musician, you don't have to totally be stuck on one thing. There could be other venues. Music, it's all around and a mixing of culture and find your, find who you are, what I'm saying, and get in contact with that. And that's very deep, man. I learned a lot. I always learn from you, my brother.
I'm gonna keep with my Latin jazz, but right now, you know how it is. We're kind of in a hole.
Yeah, I'm hoping things will open up again, man, so that people can really see, see your work and see your band and go out and support and see something. You know what I'm saying? So, my brother, I thank you very much for blessing this podcast, you know what I'm saying? And I think they're going to have to probably be a part 2 with you because I know there's a lot of more we didn't cover that we could go extensively in.
Yeah, thank you for not asking me. Thank you for not asking about my sexual life or stuff like that.
All right. We'll keep that on a private chat. We'll private chat that one. But anyway, let me see if anybody got any last comments over here. And then, if you, want to see yourself, let me see. Oh, well, my sister love it. She said the fusion, the ritmo is excellent. And also Mike Cruz.
Oh, my brother.
He say, hey, that's how I started to work in town, was through Orlando.
Sure.
Peter's loving the interview. Telling me keep it coming. Yeah, I want to bring in some other musicians, man. I did my DNA, so I got in contact with my cousins from my father's side, and come to find out that I got a second cousin that's an opera singer.
Oh my God.
He's doing opera. So I'm going to bring him up on here. Yeah, that's going to be a little different. Opera and Christian music and opera. Beautiful, beautiful voice. Nice. And so this is what it's all about. Networking. Anybody needs that type of influence, flavor or whatever, they can always go back to the podcast, and I always put up they can contact you or contact my cousin, contact Conde. I did something with my nephew. Conde was doing the reggaeton. Beautiful. He did Mi Madre. It was a beautiful, beautiful CD. Song about the mother. So it's important, this mixture to keep things alive, man. So yeah, man. Hey, man, un saludo, man, un abrazo, mi hermano.
And I tell you, if I get the nomination, so that'll be the second part.
Yeah, yes, please. Don't forget about me, the little guys.
No.
Don't forget about the little guys, bro.
Now you're the big guy.
Be like, yo, who? Ceelos who? Ceelos who? He's got my middle name, Conga. Ceelos who?
No, you're my brother.
No. Hey, man, same here, Orlando. Love you and respect you. So, if you want to see your way out and everything, and I'll just close out my end over here. Okay, puppy?
Okay, love you, puppy.
So, take care. Same here. Love you more.
Same.
Well, there you have it. That's a jam session right there. If anybody's in town over there in Orlando, Florida, go to Winter Garden, jam out over there. I got family out there in Winter Garden, you know what I'm saying? They play percussion too. Go out there and jam out. Here also you have Orlando Sanchez, Orlando Conga Sanchez on Facebook. Look him up. And Orlando Sanchez Guataino on YouTube. And that's how I was able to pull up these songs. And let me tell you something, man. I tell you, I enjoyed it. I sat down. It was so refreshing to hear this mixture, and if you want to get a hard copy, go to Edwards Music Site, edwardsmusicsite.com if you want to get a hard copy. Okay, and yeah, for those of you who are interested too, you know what I'm saying, that's my Cash App right there. And listen, I thank everybody who had shared their time to get on. Orlando's an extraordinary musician, and he worked with a lot of Paige, thank you. Part 2, rated R. Yes, Paige, you are brother too. Such a talent. Paige, we got to do an interview, bro. We can get ready. I'm going to try to call you out. I'll message you and let's set it up, man, because, I want to also bring in some women musicians. So I'm reaching out to a couple of women musicians, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it, keep that going too. You know what I'm saying? And also some children, that are extraordinary children right now, bring them on in. Definitely my brother Paige, you know what I'm saying? Definitely going to bring them in. Paige and Gallo, being that they all doing a project together. And Paige, I work extensively with Paige for many years. And Paige, we got to go to Mexico. We got to go places. And Paige, like I said, a very, very profound singer. Very schooled, very profound, very versatile. He could do it. Oh, I'm telling you, very, very good. And a talented songwriter too when it comes to lyrics. But anyway, I thank everybody for coming on again. Let me hold on 1 second. I want to throw something up on here before I leave. For sure, Paige, for sure. I wanna get something up on here that let me see. I'm just trying to. Okay, Porto Amarelo. Let me write that down over here, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this, because this is Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? That my sister, my family member, took a container and made this Airbnb. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Let me tell you, it's in Maunabo. And if you ever thinking of taking a trip, let's say BNB, Airbnb, Porto Amarelo Airbnb, add that to a banner. I want you guys to check it out. Here it is. And let me show you something here. And like I was saying, this is part of it here. You know what I'm saying? And it's for a nice couple, you know what I'm saying? Or three people, or maybe a couple, and you can come out here and look at the beautiful beach. And like I said, right around this area right here, there's they'll be playing plena. You guys bring out the panderetas and plena. And also when you come out to the beach, you can rent out these boats to go fishing. Very nice. And you got the hot tub there. And this is the inside, you know, small little kitchen, bathroom there. This is the bed. I mean, it's a container, and it's a very, very nice place to get away and relax. Man, you want to get out and relax. You and your couple, a honeymoon or something, this is the place to be. This is the place to go. It's a container, you know what I'm saying? So it's Porto Amarelo in the Airbnb. You want to check that out, okay? So when I get more information, I'll get that for you. You know, so like the video and share the video, my people. Please share it, okay? Like and share it, and I'll see you guys another time. Okay, so peace and blessing. Manikatu in Taino, peace and blessing. Kakona, blessing, peace, manikato, kakona, okay, kina, kakona. All right, so peace and blessings to everybody. Amor y mucho paz, and let's keep it going, man. You know, music brings all these culture together, so let's keep it going. Okay, so peace, and I'm out.